Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm from Kuala Lumpur, but I've been living in Singapore for the past close to 10 years now. I've worked here for 2-3 years. I was working in a regional office, so we have people from all around the region in my office, but I also work closely with the Singapore Bureau. So again, I have interaction with the Singaporeans. Singaporeans are a little more reserved. They need time to get to know you, but after that, then you just become fast friends. In this nursery, which my husband had started, and with different herbs and plants that when we were back in Malaysia, we enjoy having it in our own garden. Living in the condo, there's not much space, so then when this place was available, somehow my husband would plant the things that I need to use to cook, like the pandan and chili padi. Malaysians, we can't live without our chili padi. Then there's also some of the kunyit, the leaves and all that we need in basic cooking. Photograph the plants here and then write out little recipes and just place it so then residents can just come identify, oh, this is what I can use this for. So I'm very familiar with the herbs, more of the western herbs like the rosemary and the tarragon and all that, but I'm also experimenting using the western herbs in the cooking, which for the Chinese style or the Nyonya style cooking. I've got some lime there, or calamansi. And then there's, of course, aloe vera, which is very useful in case there's burns and all. You just use it to help soothe out the burn. This is the blue pea flower or butterfly pea, or by the local name bunga telang, of which we could get the natural blue dye, which we would use in pulut tai tai, or even locally in Singapore they use it in their Nyonya chang. I would usually take about 15 to 20 of the flowers, and sometimes when it's in bloom, what I'll do is I'll just pluck it and then put it in the fridge to dry it and then put it in the freezer. So when I do need to make my kueh, I would just have a supply of natural blue dye. I intend to make pulut tai tai, which is the glutinous rice cake or kueh, and it's usually served with the coconut jam or kaya. First we need to prepare the dye from the flower. You slowly see the blue that's being released from the flower. There we go. And I've prepared some of the rice earlier, the glutinous rice, which I've soaked. So one, I've left it to just soak with plain water, and the other one I've soaked it with the dye which I've gotten from the flour. This has to be done overnight, so especially just so then the rice will be soft enough for the steaming process, and also the blue will color the rice. I'm going to put in half the coconut milk, which I've mixed with some sugar and salt. Pandan at the top, and steam it for about 15 minutes. Now I need to just bring the rice out and mix it. See the nice glossiness on the rice? It's almost half cooked. I'll add the remainder of the santan, and we continue steaming it for another 10 to 15 minutes. And back to the steamer. How living conditions are between living in Malaysia and Singapore would be food. How there are things like Nyonya food, but to them their Nyonya is this more of the Malacca, Singapore Nyonya, whereas for me, my husband, he's from Penang. So I prepare the Penang style Nyonya food, and I'll share with them. So and introduce the different type of ingredient that goes in that is found locally, but they use it differently. The rice is now ready, and I'm just gonna bring it out, and I will need to press it down. And I'll just need to cover it. And you can put anything heavy to press it down so that the rice is compact, and when you spread your kaya on top, it holds well. Okay, the rice should be compact by now. Let me just remove this. And my door stopper. After the rice has been compact, cool, and cut into size, I'm just gonna pipe some kaya onto the life has been good here. My girls go to the local school here, they learn the language here. We enjoy living here.